Warning, this show has outdated attitudes, language, and views which may cause offense today. If you don't like it, suck it.
This video is not intended for children. Viewer discretion is advised.
If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.
Thank you.
For hearts long lost and full of fright, for those alone in blackest night, accept our ring and join our fight. Love conquers all with violet light.
With blood and rage of crimson red ripped from a corpse so freshly dead, together with our hellish hate will burn you all, that is your fate.
The blackest night falls from the skies. The darkness grows as all light dies. We crave your hearts and your demise. By my black hand, the dead shall rise.
In fearful day, in raging night, with strong hearts full, our souls ignite. When all seems lost in the war of light, look to the stars, for hope burns bright.
In blackest day, in brightest night, beware your fears made into light. Let those who try to stop what's right burn like my power, Sinestro's might.
In brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. But those who worship evil's might, beware my power, Green Lantern's light.
Boom! Hello, everyone, and welcome to Seven Kinds of Mischief. I am your host, Stone Loki. I loved doing that, guys. I was like scrambling to get that done before the show, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Thank you all so very much for being here. We have a wonderful show for you guys tonight. We are going to talk about how Hal Jordan is the best.
I hated it.
Can we just get through the intro? Can we just get through the intro? Boss, do that again, please. 3, 2, 1, go. Boss, do it again. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. And we've got a wonderful show for you tonight on Seven Kinds of Mischief. I have a wonderful panel here tonight. We've got Purple Valkyrie, Clobberin Times, a Deg Outlaw, Mexican Lantern, and Fat Steven Seagal ate the Black Lantern ring. We're going to have a wonderful show. It's already gone off the rails. We're going to talk about how Hal Jordan is the best Lantern of them all. Prove us wrong, chat. This is a big one for y'all.
Like louder with Crowder, change our minds.
Yeah, change our minds that Hal Jordan is the best Lantern.
Actually, do we even have consensus on this committee?
Can you at least let him get through the intro? For God's sakes.
I'm going to beat the slapping shit out of this guy.
Can you at least call me Sally when you do it?
Oh, shit.
Hey, Dave, you want to switch seats?
No.
Oh.
It's all yours.
That even smells like coconut oil over here.
I think that's your ass crack.
It is now.
Oh
it is now.
Hey, Mike, don't bend over. I'll give you a pineapple.
Alan Scott did not get a mention. Well, we'll be talking about Alan Scott.
Oh, God, yeah. We got to talk about Alan Scott.
I'd like to say one thing serious, if that's okay. Hey, Loki, it's nice to see like you're back, and glad to be here. I am simping now because I want to come back next week.
Oh God, Keely Chow. Jon Stewart is the second best Green Lantern. Changed my mind.
Wait. Wasn't he on the Daily Show?
Hey, Alan Scott started it all. There wouldn't be the rest of them if he wasn't there.
Exactly right.
Gesture of sin can't change your minds. I agree. Do I fail debate club? No, not at all. Not at all. If you love Hal Jordan as much as we love Hal Jordan, then yeah, bro, no, that's totally cool. If you love Hal Jordan as much as we love Hal Jordan,
Turn your mic off.
yeah,
Oh, echo. Sorry. My bad.
That's weird hearing my own voice. Nice.
It's even weirder when we have to listen to it.
Oh, I can imagine. I can imagine. So let's start things off. We're gonna go Purple Valkyrie, and we'll kind of go around before we get you doing all right, dude. Yes, Kronos, I'm doing well, thank you. We're gonna go with Purple Valkyrie, and we're gonna go round real quick. Who's your favorite Lantern, Purple?
Well, usually I would agree with you with Hal Jordan, but obviously tonight I'm going to champion Star Sapphire, and more to the point, I'm going to champion Carol Ferris.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. You don't happen to have that in cosplay, do you?
I don't, but I'm sure I could.
We're not sure
work
we
something
believe you.
up.
We'd have to see it in cosplay.
Yeah.
That's the only way that I will know for sure that you are telling the truth.
For all harassment complaints, please contact YouTube after the show.
Sorry, Loki didn't mention anything about cosplay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, nobody threw that by me either. I didn't know that was going to be a thing.
I can pull it off.
No.
Oh, if anybody can pull it off, it'll be a Dago.
And what are your favorite storylines? Purple?
Sorry, sweetheart, it cut out on me. I'm just learning about the character, to be honest. I kind of dove into her backstory, so I wanted to kind of learn more about her and what the connection with Hal Jordan was. Obviously, on again, off again, love interest. Sometimes a superhero, sometimes a villain. Most of the time.
It's hard being separated by the pond.
And Colin P. Smith, did Star Sapphire Carol Ferris actually become a Lantern at any point?
As in one of the Corps of the Green Lantern Corps? No.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No, she's
I
always been
thought,
the
and forgive me because I have my memory with names is horrible nowadays. You should have seen me trying to squeak through it when I was a doctor. It was funny. I had the charts in front of me so I could cheat. But I was halfway through a 4-book series. I think it's 4-book with the Death and the Green Lantern Corps, and the Death attacked the Green Corps. And Hal, okay, if I'm getting it wrong, it may be the other one. But I thought Carol was one of the ones that got resurrected from purple to death.
In Blackest Night, you mean?
I don't know if it was Blackest Night. It might be. Okay.
Because
but I
before
thought
they
she
were
was in
lovers.
that.
They were lovers, and I think that's what caused the whole Blue Ring fiasco with Hal, correct? Because before the rage infected him, the blue ring he got from the monks earlier protected. I watched too much of that video today. Oh my god.
Well, in 24 points out, she became a Purple Lantern.
Yeah.
So, yes, but not. I thought you meant like the Green Lantern Corps or something. But no, yes, you got to remember. I don't think of the multi Lantern Corps that much first, because for the longest time it was just the Green Lantern Corps. So multiple stuff. So answer would be yes.
Well, that's why she was a Purple Lantern. She was never a Green Lantern. I mean, that's the whole point. That's the whole point. That's the whole point.
She was a Death Lantern.
Yeah.
Aren't all women at one point or another?
I was going to say that just now.
It just depends on who you're dating.
Wow.
By the way, Hale 24 and Chris.
Hale 24/7. Colin B. Smith. Yes, Kronos. Everybody. I didn't say. We just jumped right into this thing.
All right, Clobberin, you're up.
Well, Hal Jordan is the best, and you can't change my mind. But I'm here anyway. You're not going to change it because he's my favorite. Alan Scott, of course, is the gold standard or the green standard, I guess, because he was the first. He's the Golden Age character. I bet my buddy 24 loves Alan Scott the best. Many do, and but he's not a member of the Green Lantern Corps. So we were talking about earlier. They Julius Schwartz and John Broome and Gil Kane, they created that in the 50s with the first DVD, official comic book revamp ever. And again, they created the Green Lantern Corps. And Hal was, of course, the Abin Sur meant to left his ring. It searched out Guy Gardner, but he couldn't use it because he had a problem. He had an injury, so it went to Hal Jordan, and then he became the best in the entire universe. And you don't have to take my word for it. Ask Kilowog.
That's right.
Kilowog.
That's right.
Is it me though with Kilowog? He went over so many different versions of him, iterations of himself. It was kind of funny because he used to have the middle kind of weird flesh tooth, and then it went down to 2, and then it went down to none. And they could never figure out that his mouth was more than just Lego pieces.
Yeah.
Well, it really depended on who drew him. I mean, it really depended.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's really where it came from. It's that everybody just took a different version of him. I mean, he basically looks the same every decade after decade but kind of not really. I mean, once you look closely, versus like say Hal Jordan, is that you really got to know, you really got to know your artist and your, what phase you're at, in the history of DC to notice the differences,
Well, in Kilowog's defense, the Corps never really did have good dentistry.
Well, yeah, and again, sort of like what Mexican was saying there, since he's not a human, he's an alien, each artist kind of did their own thing with his look, and it does really vary a lot. It's crazy.
All right, Adega.
I'm torn. I do like Alan Scott because I've studied him the most, and he, out of any of them, seemed to be more of a down-to-earth character and wasn't so much reliant upon the actual will as the Green Lantern Corps is. But if you go to the actual Green Lantern Corps without the honorary mention of Alan Scott, it would have to be Hal Jordan. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I don't even. When you say the Green Lantern, I automatically consider Earth 1, and I think the Green Lantern Corps and all that kind of stuff. I don't even like to put Alan Scott in the discussion because it's tough to argue with him because he's number 1. I mean,
he is number 1,
but he's not one of the Corps. He has a completely different origin. He's Earth 2 if you want to go back by the old rules. So, but I still love Hal the most, and he is,
The great thing about Hal is that he is so central to all of these epic stories. What I don't like about him is that, I mean, I guess it's a precursor of what's happening with Superman now, is that, they just destroyed his character, just eviscerated and took it. I mean, it's almost like he got whacked around, in a blender, and then brought back to life, then brought back to life to get beat up some more. I mean, they take this character, and I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because they showed him with such ultimate will throughout the universe on these epic stories that went on for about 20 years. That that once they started messing with them, I think it just I just really think it's screwed with the whole universe thing. And I didn't like the dismantling and the whole what happens to him at the end. And it's like I almost wish they just killed him and left him for dead with some kind of honor versus bringing him back, and he's just got this kind of lower level honor, and he can never go back to be regarded as great as he once was because he's no longer pure.
That's why you can always go back to the old books, Mike, and still remember when he was pure. He is still pure in the old stories.
Well,
those are the ones I own. I do, but still.
Well, they screwed him over. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I agree, Clobberin. They screwed him over.
Well, with 0 Hour, as I call Xerox Hour, that horrible garbage in the early 90s, and they did it just for dumb reasons. They did it so they turned him into Parallax. They had him destroy the Green Lantern Corps, become an evil villain, and all the heroes had to fight him. And they did it just so they could they did it with the reason of getting rid of him, getting rid of the Corps, and making one guy, whom I can't stand, Kyle Rayner, the only Green Lantern. That was why DC editorial did it, and it's just disgusting. It always disgusted me. I left DC kind of for one of those. That was one of the reasons I stopped buying in the early '90s.
I did too, because it just doesn't make sense. He exhibited such an ultimate will throughout the universe. It makes zero sense for that storyline to even have happened the way it did.
Yeah, it was such a wonderful concept. The Green Lantern Corps. He's the Green Lantern of Sector 2814. Each sector of space has a Green Lantern. It's a great concept. Why would you want to destroy all of that to make one Earthling punk like Kyle Rayner the only Green Lantern? Drives me crazy, man. I hate it.
It's okay. I'll hug you later, Clobberin. It's okay.
All that being said, I have to say my favorite Green Lantern, what Ethan Van Sciver did is I just love what Ethan did. I love his take on the character. I love his drawing. I love the artwork. And of course with all the colored rings, I just loved it. That whole thing just brought me back hard. In a massively huge way. I just thought it was ultimately creative.
Yeah, Jeff Johns and Sciver and a couple people, when there was Green Lantern Rebirth in the early 2000s, that brought me back after because he fixed, they turned Hal into the Spectre to add insult to injury, which was terrible.
God, that was ridiculous.
It was horrible. Well, they just wiped all that away. They explained away Parallax. They brought Hal back, and Green Lantern Rebirth, which was really good, and they brought the Corps back. They fixed a lot of damage, and that one kind of got me buying DC again at that point.
Right.
So, Bad Steven.
All right, you're probably gonna hate because I'm just doing a refresher. If it was Kid Me talking, and I was still watching like the Superman and the Justice League original series, it would be Jon Stewart. If it's comic books, especially with the Brightest Day and Rebirth, since I'm going back into that rabbit hole of, oh my God, it's awesome, Hal Jordan. If I was going from a Lantern Corp in general, it would probably be Larfleeze, just because I like the way his power works.
Yeah.
Not him as a person. I don't agree with the greed, but he was able to give sentience to his own constructs, and they will do his bidding until it was done. So each kind of lantern has their own specific to me, but he is kind of interesting because I'm relearning about him. And you can go all you want because I didn't go whenever you did.
Did I do that? I love Lord.
No. I know who did it, and their panties are in a knot. I don't care.
Oh, I'm sorry.
His thong and a wad.
I love him though. Brie Larson is not that's like saying Green Lantern Ryan Reynolds is an Oscar-winning performance. Brie Larson is a board of wood lantern.
I don't. I'm just kind of surprised because most people, out of every 10 people I run into, like 8 out of 10 seem to love Jon Stewart.
I love him. Okay, you have to remember, when I was a kid, that was the only Green Lantern we saw on TV.
He's a freaking errand boy. He's like
yes, I understand, but he was also a sexual beast because he would find other people's porn on other planets. Go, one man's trash is another man's treasure. There's more to. I understand Jon Stewart's.
Oh my God! To catch a predator, bro. What the hell?
Okay. Are you literally trying to attack younger me that didn't know better?
Oh no!
How would I be attacking younger you if older fat you was here?
No.
I'm gonna gut slap
you know what? It's all about what we loved, whether we were a kid, whether we were an adult. There's no wrong answer here. But I will say this: yes, Brie Larson is the wrong answer. To me, though, as far as all the lanterns go, of course, Atrocitus is my favorite. The Red Lantern.
Oh yeah. That's a good choice.
He was an evil son of a bitch. But it was all revenge. It was all about revenge and vengeance and getting just his rage. And but if I had to pick a Green Lantern, I am going to pick Hal Jordan. Why am I going to pick Hal Jordan? Because every time shit went sideways, when Hal showed up, they straightened out.
That's right.
When Hal showed up, things straightened out.
All their petty little bullshit. Yep.
And one of the things I remember that I absolutely loved was during the reign of Superman. I know you didn't like that Clobberin Times, but I loved those comics. Towards the end, everything looks bleak, and suddenly the team that has been attacked is surrounded by this green force field, and I immediately knew it's fucking Hal Jordan. And he missed the fight with Doomsday. He missed the destruction of Coast City, and then boom, he's back, and he's tearing shit up, and he's helping out the team. And you just knew right then, okay, shit's going to be okay because Hal Jordan's there, and he's got the Green Lantern ring, and he's going to kick some ass.
Yeah.
And by the way, he can punch Superman around, with enough will with that ring, Superman feels it.
I don't know. Depending on the Superman. Superboy Prime. In Superman Prime, I highly doubt that.
Plus, he's as tall as Superman and Wonder Woman. Stewart was short. I mean, when Onesie's like looking down on him, like, little guy, you're like, really? Really?
The Stewart on the excellent, the Bruce Timmverse cartoon, the animated Justice League show that was so good at Justice League Unlimited, that was really his best characterization I ever saw of that character, and it was great. Now, again, the reason they used him was dumb because Hal was supposed to be the original founding member, but and he was going to be, and then you talk about tokenized characters, they decided, look, we got a bunch of they put it. Well, I'm not going to go into that, but they. You can guess from what I'm saying why they put John in there. Nevertheless, Phil Lamar doing the voice. It should have been Hal in there, but you can't have everything. I mean, where would you put it? So
what do you mean you can't have everything? What do you mean?
You can, but I can't. And
what?
Jon Stewart's great on there.
Yeah,
dude, he's like Kevin Hart.
No, Mike. You got to understand, it comes with a different thing. Even if it's the shittiest character, if they can make the character come out all right and present him in an all right fashion, he still has stance. It doesn't matter what his story has been and why people don't like it. You have to accept what they gave us as somewhat acceptable. And that's why I liked it when I was a kid, because we didn't have the Hal Jordan and all that other stuff. And I understand where Clobberin's coming from, too, because it was the best representation. He's not the best Lantern. He was the best representation because they needed a Black Lantern.
Is that why some of you guys like the Martian Manhunter then? Is that why?
That guy cries too much.
I love Martian Manhunter. He's always been a fan of the character. They handle him really well in that show also.
Yeah, that's what
all
you
the
guys
all the characterization on those shows were great.
We got some special lanterns here. We've got Batman. We've got Green Lantern Iron Man, Mexican Iron Man with the Green Lantern symbol.
Iron Lantern.
Iron Lantern.
Notice the EVS version at Ethan Van Sciver.
Super Lantern.
Look at that. What the hell?
Good old Iron Lantern.
I gotta get that outfit. Where do I get that?
After 4 years at the gym.
Oh, you know what? You know what? And a whole lot of Slim Fast.
Slim Fast don't work. They taste too
lot
good.
of Slim Fast.
I like that uniform. You have to give me that. Purple, give me that for Christmas.
On it.
All right, I have to ask, because I haven't really dwelled much with the Kyle Renner stuff, but why do people hate him so much? Not triggering you, not trigger stories.
No. I just told you why, because he was directly created to replace the entire Green Lantern Corps and Hal. And I think he's just a little punk. He's I don't like him as a character, but it's really kind of that fundamental. I would never like him anyway, because he's just kind of he's a little twerp. But that was really why I couldn't stand him.
Okay, I have to disagree with that picture, Loki.
He was whiny.
Yes.
Wolverine is way too full of rage, man. One of his attacks is called the Berserker Rage. He would never become a Lantern. The ring would be like, F this, I'm out.
That has to be red there.
But he has the regenerative properties that probably he could handle a red ring. Because even though it's parasitic, he could probably handle it.
Or a death ring.
I don't know. It's like this. I don't know how this whiny ass character ends up replacing everything that was once green and holy. It was just awful. Oh God, it was such a whiny character, and you never wanted to go into space. I mean, it's like I don't know. Everything was like just such a challenge for him. They try to make him like the reluctant hero, and ended up being like the whiny ass and the appreciative dipshit.
Well, he was a precursor to 2020.
Yes, actually he was. Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Well, like the seeds of SJW.
Oh God! Yeah, I can't wait. Oh, speaking of, okay, can I please bring up Whistle? Can I please bring it up, please?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. Did you guys see the new Bounty in the Comics article about Gotham or DC's new superhero?
No.
All right, there is a new superhero who is female and also a secular Jewish girl who, after let me finish. After gets in an encounter with Killer Croc, can talk to her fucking dog. And no, I'm not done. Her name is Whistle, and she is a social activist superhero. If you think I'm fucking joking, I'm trying to keep
us full of shit.
Loki, did I send you the proof today?
Yeah, he sent me the proof today. I saw it with my own eyes.
It is true.
It is the Jewish Whistle, social activist, hero of Gotham.
There's a money maker of $2.
Yeah,
$2.
Cannot wait to miss it.
I feel sorry for the printers going, what is this shit?
Jesus Christ.
But I had to bring this up because I've been holding it, and I looked at it, and I tried going through some of the pictures, and I'm like, there's one page. It's a full page of her hugging her dad and doing chores. I'm like, when is that a fucking superpower?
It's the power of love.
Well, you know what? Then Kyle Rayner becoming the White Lantern isn't such a stupid idea anyways, I guess, after all. I mean, what the hell?
Because now we have Whistle.
Wow.
What wasn't there another article about the upcoming HBO Max Green Lantern being a non-binary something or other?
No, that's the new DC Justice League. There is now a non-binary Flash.
Yeah.
Well, no, I thought there was something about Green Lantern also and at a new show.
I can only take so much.
Which is good because I've never understood why Flash. Everybody likes Flash. All he does is run fast.
No, I don't like Flash.
That's so boring. If you're Mexican, like that's par for course. You got to run fast in our world.
Yeah, but you're usually running and jumping over fences.
Exactly. I mean, shit. Oh, he runs fast. Big nails. We all know.
So you're telling me you would feel more connected with Flash if he was holding a bag of oranges and jumping over boundaries?
Now, if you're more connected with Flash, if you had an immigration badge on, you know what I mean, like an ice,
So what? So is Mexican Flash's Mexican Flash ultimate enemy is a reverse Ice Agent?
Well, first it'd be Lori Roberts, then it would be the Ice Agents.
I'm out, bitches. I'm out.
It would be the Queen of Ice, Lori Roberts.
But yeah.
All right. So if God forbid you had to turn in your green ring, which of the other rings would you want? Let's go.
Red ring right off the bat. I'll take the red rage ring. I'll take Atrocitus's ring.
You already have the red one.
Oh, but I thought you said you got to give up a green one.
Well, I didn't know you started. All right, well, okay. Well, we already know that.
Okay. If I had to give up the red one, I'll take the death ring. I'll take the black ring. What? I'm evil.
Available for one-on-one motivational sessions.
I'm evil. Hey, and if you guys want to hear me sing a kick-ass evil song, drop by Canucks karaoke on Thursday. You'll hear me sing a kick-ass evil song.
Is it Aqua's Barbie Girl by chance?
No.
Oh, damn, I'm not coming there.
Teenage enema nurses in bondage. No?
Hit me with your tortilla of lantern power.
Purple, what about you? If you got to give up the purple ring, what are you taking?
I would take the yellow ring. Fear.
Fear.
Because she fears being
the Sinestro?
Mm-hmm.
The Sinestro. Oh, wow. Nice.
I don't think I could fear you.
Tell us why.
I want to challenge, see if I can make Mike be afraid of me.
I don't think I could. I think I would just stare like a little antelope on the Serengeti that was wounded.
Oh,
just show him immigration
little
papers.
wounded antelope.
Hello, lion. Oh no, I am here wounded on the Serengeti. I can't move. Uh-oh. I wonder if you want to come eat me. Oh no, I can't move.
It's only Tuesday. Mike's already asked us to eat him. That's gross.
She just keeps sending you balance sheets with hundreds of people that owe you money.
Hey.
The collection day never ends.
It doesn't.
You'll turn from a purple ring to an alimony ring really quick.
Oh, God.
All right, Clobberin, what up?
I would probably have to go with orange because Larfleeze has a lot of fun. He can just do whatever the hell he wants. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's just too much fun, man.
Yeah, he has his whole sector to himself. Yeah. He doesn't have to deal with anyone's bullshit.
That's right. Just I'm lazy. What can I tell you?
Get off my lawn. It's the whole galaxy.
Get off my lawn.
All right, Mike. What about you?
I don't know. I'm thinking I'd go with the White Ring of Life.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. That suits my personality somewhat. Especially since the deity god here, Loki's always blowing my fucking taco trucks off the fucking road.
Hey, that wasn't me. That was Adega's.
That's always you. Like this morning, was it this morning or yesterday morning? You hit me with the cattle prod to get up, or yesterday morning? What the fuck? Oh my god!
Cattle prod, taco trucks. I have no idea. Oh wait.
The ringing won't stop.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Does anyone else smell burnt tortillas?
That's why I need the White Ring of Life. Adega?
Me? Oh, I'd be the same. Hope and life, that's my profession. Has always been about that. My whole life's around that. So anything that brings a positive outcome, I'm all for it.
Yeah, I think that, and I think that the coolest oath too. The white ring has a cool oath, but you can't, be Mexican and having a hope ring, that just never mixes,
Oh, Colin's got a really good question here. Where did all these other color rings come from?
Well,
from a prophecy.
Jeff Johns and, well, as you said, the great EVS and others created
Ethan Van Sciver.
Yep,
Ethan Van Sciver, great EVS, did a miniseries back in the 2000s, somewhere at some point. I forgot exactly the years, but it was called the Sinestro Corps War. A little bit before that,
yep,
and it was really good. It was actually a really good series, and it was basically, whereas before green just represents willpower, then later Sinestro's ring, he decided to make Parallax a being of fear, and it was based on that. And eventually, he came up with a color to represent every emotional, the emotional spectrum.
Well, remember, it started with Kyle becoming what was it when he was a White Lantern, and then his ring broke into 7 rings, and that's when he went back to being a Green Lantern.
Yes, and it was one of the better of the I guess crossover series, if you will, and it was really, really good, and then it gave us. Well, actually, some of the characters. It also started with Alan Moore did one of his old Tales of Green Lantern course from the 80s. It had a character called Sodom Yacht, a Daxamite Green Lantern. It had really Moore kind of come up with Atrocitus. That was he was not happy with Jeff Johns mining a lot of some of his characters for what he did, but Moore's crazy, so who cares? And he basically Jeff Johns, came up with a lot of that stuff. And Sinestro Corps Wars that really started heating up.
But the Rainbow palette was ZVS.
Well, yeah, but I mean, Jeff Johns worked with him on all this. But
they did it together. I mean, everybody knows they did it together. But but that's the whole idea was to bring it back and make sense of all these little different colors that have been out there. And I mean, I just thought it was amazing. I mean, once you went into the world, it's just it was just amazing.
Yeah,
I mean, back that was what 2000. Clobberin, what was it? 2001 or 2004 or something like that, right?
It was sometime in the 2000, maybe. It was after Infinite Crisis, and it was around the 2005-06 range, up in there. But I'd have to look it up to be sure I remember. But I remember that time I was actually enjoying some of the DC books again because they did right by Hal and fixed him, and they're doing some good stuff. Johns and Ben Sciver and a lot of people were doing some really good books at that point, and so. It's if you ever find it, there's some trades on it or some, I don't know about hardcovers or omnibuses, but the Sinestro Corps War.
That is dirty.
Was really good
to read. Because the whole pretense is you don't know it's coming, and then they just show up and start effing everyone up.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, no introduction, no prologue. Oh, look, my buddy's dead.
Yep. Well, imagine reading that when it's coming out, when it's unfolding, monthly and stuff. That really got It's pretty good though. I mean, it was good. Looking forward to it. But now you could just do it in the nice, comfy confines of trade paperbacks or the tin trade paperbacks, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Colin B. Smith asks, so where should I start reading to follow this then? I really only know the Green Lanterns. Would be EBS's run, wouldn't it?
I'd start with Rebirth.
Rebirth.
If he wants, I can hook him up later with the link, or I'll put it in the chat of the 9-hour video I was talking about. And
I want to see that.
Yeah,
not in one sitting, of course.
Comics Explained does a 9-hour video, Colin, starting from Rebirth. He also entails all other books that weren't really part of it, but were still somewhat part of it. It's like the best audio novel I've listened to today, next to Mike yelling at me.
Yeah, I'm an innocent victim in all of this.
Yeah, bullshit.
The Wounded Antelope, Mexican Iron Man.
Yeah, okay.
At that time, after Rebirth, before Sinestro Corps started, that was a miniseries, right? Well, Johns and others, I think maybe Vince Skyver worked on it as well. They started a regular new Green Lantern series, and there was a companion series, Tales of Green Lantern Corps, a Green Lantern Corps series at the time, and both of those were really good for a good long while. If you can pick up any of those, leading up to Sinestro Corps War.
I'm not a mod, but I'm going to get this link for you right now. There you go. Oh, shit. No, stop that.
What did you do?
I pressed F12 and all that debug crap came up.
Kronos, I'm awake. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not asleep. And no, we won't ban you. No, Kronos, we're not going to ban you or kick you or mute you or anything like that. So stop.
No, Kronos.
Give me a wrench. I'll do it.
I'm
kidding.
Where's the brown can? But back to that ring question, honestly, I would go with the love is purple, right?
It is.
Yeah, I would probably try out the love ring so I can finally get a date.
What the hell is that? The Mexican? Is that Duck Dodgers and the 24th and a half Green Lanterns?
Yeah. That's the second best lantern ahead of.
Dave Bob, I'm not far behind you, Dave Bob. I stopped reading in the early 2000s, and I hadn't read a Green Lantern book since the 90s.
So you didn't read all these ones that me and Clobberin are talking about?
No.
Get out of here! You kidding me?
Good stuff.
No. I stopped reading in the late 90s to the early 2000s. I was
I'm going to send you. I'm going to dig out my stuff. I got to send it to you, bro. You got to. You're missing out.
I mean, I know who Sinestro is. I know that that Hal got tempted by Atrocitus. I did read about Atrocitus. When I heard there was a Red Lantern, I was like, oh, hell yeah, red and black. Kick ass. So I read about Atrocitus, but I hadn't read any of that since back then. So I stopped reading before they New 52 hit. I just got tired of it.
Yeah, no blame.
A $5 super chat from Darth Haster, even though he doesn't say anything. Thank you so very much, Darth Haster, brother. Thank you, and I'm going to hit you with a skull here, brother. Skull.
There it is! You confused? Take your hat off, boy. That's a $1 bill.
A green dollar bill.
A green dollar bill. Thank you so much, Darth Aster. Keeping the phone fires burning in Valhalla.
I think that's the last Lantern book I got because I had a thing for the holographic covers for Future's End, so I did grab that one.
So what happens when Hal becomes Parallax?
In 0 Hour?
I'm guessing that's what it is.
I mean, that one. Well, basically, he went nuts, and he it's been so long since I've read it. Yeah, he destroyed Coast City, and then went evil, and then killed the Lantern Corps.
He wiped out everyone because, goddamn, I just watched this. He just messed everyone up, and it took. God, I can't remember it now.
Walker, wasn't it? The blue, or do I still have that with the Sinestro core?
I think so.
Saint Walker.
Yeah. He killed a lot of people, and a lot of people later on in the later stories that were reborn or brought back to life. They never knew what happened during that time, so it was like one of those things where you wake up and it just felt like yesterday, and they still had vengeance after he was cleaned out. So there was a lot of people actually pissed off at him still and calling him a traitor.
So was this after this? This is when he became Spectre.
Well, no, Zero Hour and all that stuff took place in the early '90s at some point, and then later, somewhere a number of years later, he actually gets turned into the Spectre for a while, and but Rebirth was around. I want to say like maybe 2003 or 4, somewhere up in there. And that's when they settled it all and fixed it. It was absolutely a fix because, I ran into Jeff Johns at a con sometime in the late 90s or early 2000s. And he said he didn't like any of that kind of stuff they did to Hal either. He said I remember saying he would want to fix it all and bring Hal back and stuff in a con because he didn't like any of that stuff either.
Is that 2016 there, Clobberin? Is that right?
Excuse me? Rebirth 2004, wasn't it? Or something like that?
Okay, we're talking about original, not New 50 crap, right?
Oh, not New 50 screw. I'm talking about Green Lantern Rebirth.
Right,
but of course, Xerox Hour was like 92 or 3 or somewhere up in there. And so again, I forget, I get fuzzy on years sometimes. But yeah, as when he became the Spectre it was either late 90s or early on, so it was really annoying. And I just kind of dumped out, so I don't remember exact years. I was really pissed off by that. Jim Corrigan is the only Spectre. To hell with them.
Well,
okay.
Sorry.
Remember when Barry Allen got like deputized as like a Blue Lantern? You remember that?
No.
Oh.
Wasn't that later after they brought him back with Flash Rebirth?
Yep.
There we go. 24's got the.
A yellow entity called Parallax was stored in the Green Lantern battery, and when Hal Jordan took all the power to bring back Coast City, he was infiltrated by
Parallax. Thank
Hal Jordan's
impurity.
body.
Yeah, he was the
There you go.
There you go.
Now, wait a minute. Isn't Parallax the guy in the movie?
He is in the movie, yes. He's nothing to do with the comic book one, really. They just use the name, really, kind of, in a sense, really.
And he wasn't stored in the battery. He was like frozen in some asteroid. And
yes, if I remember the movie right, yeah.
Why the hell did they do that then?
Well, before those idiots never read a Green Lantern comic.
Yeah.
When they made that stupid thing, and Johns, I don't know how the excuse because supposedly it had something to do with the writing of that film, so I don't understand how it turned out to be so freaking stupid.
I don't get it. If that movie wasn't bad enough already, are you telling me that they stole an idea and completely like wanked it on the fly?
No. Wanking, you get joy once you're done. This was not wanking. This was like, I know it's there, but I'd rather shit in your meatloaf and tell you it's a topping. That's pretty much what they did. For all of those who like meatloaf, I'm not sorry.
Yeah, oh man.
It's like that's the thing though. Like, there's a lot of crap, but I'll agree with Clobberin after. Like, I'm gonna go back to this video after a while. I'm not even halfway through, maybe 3 hours in. And Rebirth, pretty much, it brings back the love for the comics you used to read, and you can appreciate what's still around because. I'm waiting for Lantern to all of a sudden go, okay, I don't want my genitals no more. We're going to make a new Rebirth, but it's going to be called Trans Rebirth. Every hero is just going to lose their nuts. That's all it's going to be, though. I'm serious.
Yeah.
Because there's no sacrifice anymore in these books. Like, what did they announce? We're going to get, 3 Flashes, 2 Flashes with no legs? We're getting Asian woman Robin. We're getting non-binary Flash. Like, look at this shit they're putting out now. Like who needs this?
Not I.
I have toilet paper. This shit will hurt my ass.
It's for blue check marks on Twitter.
Who don't buy comics?
Not for much longer. Twitter's dying.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is. You guys were talking about the New 52 earlier. Would you say that was a big kind of jumping off point before all this happened for fans of comics? Did people just kind of get to that point and say, I'm out? when that happened?
It was for me. I could only give you a personal thing on that. At that point, I'd been after 40-something years of working shops, owning shops, going to comic shops every week, collecting comics for 40-something years, to be so disconnected. I was already aggravated and almost done with Marvel, and there weren't very many good independent comics at that point, in my opinion. DC, that was the last straw with me. DC, I never thought I would be so detached from the comic book collecting as far as new books are concerned. When the Screw 52 came out, they came out and they said, if you don't like it, too bad, screw you. And look, I don't like the Ultimates. I'll give you an example. I hate the Marvel Ultimates personally, but when they came out with that line for older readers, they didn't discontinue the normal Marvel universe, the Universe 616, even though it wasn't a very good comic universe at that point. They let you still have that. They gave you a choice. DC didn't. So it's a big difference. Yeah, I dropped out and never really went back to them at all. I would not buy one Screw 52 DC comic. A lot of people like them, and that's fine. They make my eyes bleed when I look at them.
No, some people like them. Some people like them.
Yeah, there you go.
Can you please identify who these?
I like all the pieces, but Rainbow Lantern. I am all the colors, not just one. I have unlimited possibilities. Unlimited. Whatever the situation, I just look at my ring and I say, go to it, girl. You can do it.
You are so stunning and brave with your Skittle lantern. Oh, please smack me with your blue raspberry as we protect the world from wrong pronouns.
I have all 8 color rings on my fingers.
You guys thought about that too much. That sounds rehearsed.
This one time at Lantern Camp, they took me from behind and told me the pronouns of each ring.
Oh my god.
Wait for it. It's gonna happen. It's gonna fucking happen.
And then I made you spell the pronouns with your nose against the wall.
It's like looking at the new female Thor. I'm like, you got no tits. How the hell are you holding up that hammer? Did Mjolnir actually choose you, or is it blind or sleeping? Fuck you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I've been drinking because tonight's the night to drink. But Jesus.
Yes.
Like, that's why I watch these things on YouTube when everyone puts all the books together, right? Because at least with some of that, you're going to enjoy some story. And then when you go watch someone else's story about like the stuff Clobberin's talking about that destroyed everything, you're like, how did you go from Jeff Johns is redoing all the lanterns to this toilet paper? And you're wondering what happened.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, revisionism is nothing new in comic books.
No,
like I said, but I'm just one of those that Crisis on Infinite Earths in 1985. I was against that because it was done because the idiots DC, led by Jeanette Kahn, had decided. She thought she didn't come from a comic books background as a publisher. She thought, look, it's too confusing to have an Earth 1 and an Earth 2 and all this kind of stuff. Fans can't understand it. So let's have a multiverse. Let's merge the Earths. To me, that was far more confusing.
That makes no sense.
It makes no sense, but that's what it was.
Because you're taught math in kindergarten, for fuck's sake. Yeah. You know how to count. This universe has this. Every universe has a superhero or villain you can remember because it's the one that affected the prime universe. That is a cop-out of lazy writing.
Oh, it was terrible. And again, it's a beautifully done book by George Perez, but it was not created like someone got around and said, hey, let's do this great story. It was, we've got to make this product so we can quote unquote streamline our universe and make it less confusing when it's going to be more confusing because you're going to say this Earth existed, but this one didn't. We're merging them together. Now we're putting Earth 2 and 1 together. It was that right there. That was really when revisionism started in comics and it never stopped. And it got really confusing. Hell, a year later, they rebooted Superman and Wonder Woman and Batman. A year after a reboot.
No, the worst part is if you want to go back to like the reign of Superman or even the death of Superman, technically in a way you can blame the death of Superman with Doomsday as a major contributing factor to bringing heroes back from the dead.
Yeah, probably the biggest one. But I mean,
it might have been a great story, but a lot of people then have used that trope and they're like, oh, I can just turn on my ring of everlasting gobstopper. You're good. You're back. All right. Go run or someone. It's true. As soon as someone makes a trope that's never been done before, that for the next 10 years, you have different people abusing that type of storyline, and they don't go out to originality. It's the same way with it's Star Wars, Doctor Who, Star Trek. It's as soon as a trope's there, it's abused till it's no longer functional.
Yep. Well, 24 does point it out. The Crisis on Infinite Earths, and then a few years later, they did Legends, which was another reboot.
Mm-hmm.
They got addicted to rebooting things and changing continuity, and that aggravates fans sometimes. I mean, Crisis was more sweeping than any of them, though. But
what was the one with everyone in the was it the afterlife where Flash had to apologize? Which was the one with Flash going I think to the afterlife where everyone was in an area where they were all mentally distraught and suffering from PTSD. All the heroes were suffering from that. He was killing them.
You talking about from the 80s or from one of the newer one that I don't know about?
I think it might be a newer one. I forget what it's called, but it was they took all the heroes and made them very depressing.
You're not talking about Secret Identity, and what is it? Identity Crisis, are you?
Maybe it's Identity Crisis. I have to look back. It's been a while.
That was a sicko. That was a sick thing right there.
Yeah, that was making everything. I can't know. I think
Brad Meltzer.
Yeah.
There are people who think that's such a brilliant comic. It's just so unnecessary what they did in that comic.
It's not.
No. Purple, what were you about to say a minute ago?
I was just going to say, as a new fan coming into it, where would you start? Because if there's a reboot that's just come through, it's just going to confuse the hell out of a new reader.
Rebirth.
Yeah.
Either that or the original Infinite Crisis.
Yeah, that came after, or right before Rebirth, or right around the same, or was it right around the same time of Rebirth, roughly? And Infinite Crisis by Johns wasn't that bad. It was actually pretty interesting, and they did a pretty good job with it.
I thought it was great,
especially with the Superboy Prime, because Superboy Prime actually came from our universe, and he grew up reading books about all the heroes we're talking about right now.
Yeah,
and when he got infected with, was it the radiation?
Yeah.
With the radiation, he became imbued with all the powers of Superman, but there was no kryptonite in that universe, so he had no weakness. And when he started seeing the other heroes from other multiverses not acting the way he read in the comic books, he found them tainted and went after all of them. A lot of Supermen in different universes couldn't even match to his strength, and he wore a power suit that not only absorbed yellow sunlight, it kept it in there and charged him like a battery.
Yeah.
So where Superboy Prime, and then when he tries to claim himself as Superman Prime, is still linked with the Rebirth stories.
Yeah, it was good. And you know what? After that
character was the ultimate Boy Scout.
Yeah. After that, for a few years, they had a lot of good DC comics. I mean, Detective Comics by Paul Dini was such a good run. Batman he did shorter stories that felt more like Batman the Animated Series. That was really good. Nightwing was actually really good. Green Lantern and Green Lantern Corps. And a lot of the other series. For a while there, they weren't obsessed with crossover books so much. They just get some good comics for a few years there. And then event, Blackest Night, Brightest Day, R.I.P.
Now we're at Whistle.
Yeah.
Now we're at Whistle.
The social activist Jew.
I can't believe that. I just can't fucking believe that.
What does Whistle look like? You know what? Hey, Clobberin, you know what I collected every issue of was all the Green Arrow lanterns.
Books. Green Lantern, oh yeah.
They were friends, right?
God, I love those books.
Oh, the Neil Adams and then the Mike Grell ones?
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah, dude, I love them.
Weren't those well written?
Diddy O'Neill. Yeah, I mean, he just passed this past year. A great one.
Oh, someone just passed me this. Apparently, this is from Mexican Ironman's secret comic book stash.
What?
Yes. We've got Life Bear, Rage Bear, Grief Bear, Fear Bear, Will Bear, Hope Bear, Indigo Bear, Death Bear.
What is this crap?
Where's missing Taco Bear?
Where's Assless Chat Bear?
Assless Chat? Wait, what?
I think that's Fear Bear. That's Fear Bear. Assless Chaps Bear is Fear Bear.
What is this? What is this heresy? Who did this? What is this?
Who did it?
You did it. This is from your secret stash.
Not from my secret stash.
Fine, it's not a secret stash. I think it's his whole like bed set. So it's his pillowcases, his comforter, his towels,
Shut
his
up,
slippers.
You
You're
weirdo.
blushing.
No, I'm not. Kind of like, well, kind of like Rage Bear.
That's rage to you?
I don't know. Look at Love Bear. Love Bear looks like Olivia Newton-John doing aerobics.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, that is Whistle.
This is Whistle.
This is Whistle. Right there. That girl with the sign.
That's our new hero.
That's your new hero of Gotham.
What's she doing? Protesting Biden or Trump? What does that sign say?
Be the change. Be the change.
She's protesting her own comic. Why are you writing this shit?
Tell City Hall to fund our school.
Oh my God!
How is that being a superhero?
She can stick her arms up in the air without revealing. She never has to shave those pits.
No, supposedly she got her super ability when she had an encounter with Killer Croc. And from that, she learned the ability to talk to some really ugly fucking dog. I will pull up a picture. I am not joking. I am not joking.
People who have an encounter with Killer Croc just get eaten.
Where's the next picture? Oh, wait. Is it up? Oh, here I'm gonna show quickly. Here is the awesome fight scene of her and her broom.
What?
And the hug of death. This is a full page in the other comic right there.
That's the actual artwork.
Yeah,
that's the actual artwork.
I was doing chores earlier. Where's my comic book?
I'm trying to whistle a fart. I'm trying to whistle a fart right now.
Wait, where's the superhero part?
Right there.
That's right there.
Broom lady.
Baby
but the worst part about this is, do you not understand that even this is sexist? It's saying, women are good for one thing: hugs and cleaning.
Oops.
I have mastered the broom. Someone get me a cake.
Maybe I will buy this comic.
There's no words, Mike. You're in.
Adega, pass.
No.
You can't write this shit.
DC, you're allergic to making money? Who knows?
Hold on.
Yeah.
I'll get the actual article.
That isn't the comic. That's actually very bad young adult writing. I mean, really bad.
You don't remember Gotham High, then, do you?
No.
Oh boy.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey, Fat Steven, I want to thank you for taking this hour of we're remembering all the great moments of past Green
That's my
Lantern
job.
comics
That's
and
my
just
job. That's my
setting it
job.
on fire.
That's my job. All right.
Blue darts.
I'm gonna find out.
You know what the enemy of the blue ring is? It's fucking Fat Steven Seagal.
All right, here we go. Here's an excerpt from the article. DC Comics reveals that they will make it very clear that Willow is a social activist, as they detail. When she's not on the streets advocating for her community, she's volunteering at the local pet shelter, because I'd rather skin these animals than deal with this crap. They also... Okay,
wait, what makes her a superhero?
They also reveal that she will have her own sidekick in the form of a stray dog named Lebowitz. Oh my god. That follows Zimmerman around and who she will eventually be able to communicate with. Her superpower is talking to a mutt.
Wow.
That is it. That is literally it. She states Whistle has to ally herself with the best of Gotham's criminal underworld in order to understand the forces that threaten her home neighborhood. DC, let me pick from the incredible gallery of Gotham rogues, characters I grew up reading about, and fuck them in the ass. Oh yeah. I'm literally I added that quote, but yes.
So is Whistle her hero name, or is Whistle just her CV name?
That's her power. She eventually has an encounter with Killer Croc outside of the local synagogue. I'm not joking. That leaves both her and Lebowitz injured. After waking up, they both gain the ability to communicate with each other as well as other unnamed developments. So two bitches can talk to each other. Great. Good story, guys. Great.
Great story.
I apologize for the bitches comment, but no.
Yeah, DC made their own version of Squirrel Girl. Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
A Jewish squirrel.
A Jewish Squirrel Girl. Yes. Thank you, Chris Persia.
Coming soon to a local synagogue near you. Fuck me.
But at least Squirrel Girl originally was a joke. This isn't a joke.
I can't look at this anymore. I feel like I have to
I feel like a part of me just died.
Ladies and gentlemen, yeah. Well, you want to talk about a lantern? That is called Pathetic Lantern, right there. That's Pathetic Lantern. I'm sorry, Loki. I didn't mean to take it down that dark turn.
No. That's absolutely wonderful. No, take it down the dark turn. DC's taking it down the dark turn.
Colin nailed it. She's literally dog whiz. She's the mutt whisperer. Yeah, but this Squirrel Girl had good points. She was nuts.
Yeah.
Well,
she was meant to be
I say, boy!
It's hard to believe she was created by Steve Ditko.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what happens if Lebowitz gets the old yeller disease and she has to put him down. It's gonna be like a 4-minute page fight and mentally. Please don't shoot me. I'm gonna shoot. Talking to the mutt.
No,
Talking to.
That's it.
What?
That's it.
What do you do with that?
You talk to the one dog.
Everybody talks to their fucking dogs right now.
Yeah, but the dog talks
Especially
back.
white chicks. Have you
Even if the dog didn't talk back.
I don't know, Mike.
Her dog is named after a feminist photographer.
I killed 7 people from the chat. I am so sorry. So sorry.
Well, that's what you do. That's why do people have Steven Seagal on? Anyway.
Wow.
Oh, God.
Nice to have you back, Mike. I enjoy your razzing.
For uninspiring news and pathetic updates, it's Steven Seagal live in the field.
I'm fat. DC sucks. Let's all get high.
Oh, shit. Okay, so
I hope the whole
nobody has even attempted tonight to try and talk us out of the fact that Hal Jordan is the best Green Lantern, possibly the best Lantern of all time.
Yeah,
definitely the best.
I hope his books are kosher.
We're way beyond that.
Or the Invincible Whistler will get you.
We've had I've seen a couple people in the chat mention that they liked others better, but we know we're right. So,
so would you call this a predominant win for Hal Jordan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because they'd rather say yes than listen about it.
And a loss for all of comic book fandom everywhere.
It's the Red Ring peer pressure.
Dude, they call him that, and in the comics many times, the Green Lantern Corps, even the Guardians. But Hal Jordan's the only one that stood up in front of the Guardians and told them to screw off.
That's right.
I mean, he didn't take anything from anybody, and they followed him and they respected him, even though Sinestro trained him. Sinestro feared him after a while and was obsessed with him and stuff because, they knew how good he was. You ever see that Batman Brave and the Bold episode where the Batman became Hal had to send his powers to Batman and he became a Bat Green Lantern? It was great, but even he knew that Hal Jordan, Batman even said it in that one. Hal Jordan's the best.
Mm-hmm. You said yourself earlier, he is, the ultimate hero. He is steadfast. He is a good hero. That's why he's everyone's favorite.
Yep. Fearless.
That would be Dawn. Is that Dawnbreaker? The Batman that becomes a Green Lantern?
So after she talks to the dog, does the dog have special superpowers and saves the day somehow?
Yeah, it only knows 3 words: kibbles and bits.
Making crap at will on anyone's porch she chooses.
How about Nancy Pelosi's?
That's where they got the first story from. See, you're thanking me for such a crappy story, yet you can't stop thinking.
Well, because there's got to be more to it.
There is nothing else.
There's got to.
It's like saying there has to be more to Brie Larson's ass. You can keep looking, but it won't change.
Yeah.
Oh. Fat, you live in some dark places. I tell you what.
Well,
yeah, you took us with you. Thanks.
Comic books are going to a dark place. They are. It's just
They're dead.
It's
You
dead.
have to laugh at the stupidity because they think this is good writing, even though they don't even know what a pencil fucking I'm sorry for swearing so much. Looks like.
Don't
Because
apologize.
you can sum these types of book up in one thing: the destruction of childhood, quality writing, quality storytelling, and the ability to have escapism in the real world. Because they're bringing the real world in here by telling us they're all going to die in a synagogue because they're a Jewish hero with a protest sign. Let's go, whistle. Sorry, bothers me so much.
No, don't apologize. You're not the only one that bothers. You're not the only one. Obviously, you're not the only one that bothers. So, guys, thank you for being here tonight. I think we can all agree Hal Jordan is the best Green Lantern, and Atrocitus is the best overall Lantern of all time.
Larfleeze is second best.
Kilowog.
I love Kilowog, but
Loki's the best Lantern because he deals with our crap.
Hal still kicked Atrocitus's ass though. So
yep.
Eventually beat him.
Yes, he did with he had the blue and the green ring.
How about some Green Lantern recommendations? Maybe for people who hadn't watched any other than the comics. Other than comics, if you like animation, this is unpopular. A lot of people don't like that Green Lantern series they did the 26 episodes of that was done a number of years ago. That was in the three. Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was really really
the
great.
3D one.
I really liked it.
I did too.
It was so good. It got better and better as it went on. It's different, but Kilowog's great in it. I'm not the biggest fan of that animation style per se, but it didn't matter. It was really good. Also, Green Lantern First Flight is okay, the DC animated film, but Green Lantern Emerald Knights is really, really great.
Oh, yes.
And it's so damn good. So I write, a couple things there that if you want to watch some cool Green Lantern stuff.
Awesome. I love that DC animated universe. I absolutely love it. I think that is some of the best comic book material of all time. Everything from the Batman animated series to the movies after that to the Superman series. Oh, Fat Steven just got excited.
No, because you reminded me. They announced that there's a Batman Beyond project coming into effect for HBO, and Michael Keaton will be picking up the cowl as that Batman, the old Batman.
Really?
Yes, that just totally popped in my head. I had to bring in good news because it's better than listening.
Thank God.
I'm not joking. I think it was announced yesterday. But yes, HBO is looking to make it Batman Beyond. They haven't chosen who Terry is going to be, but Keaton is supposedly taking up the cowl as old Batman.
One of the animated news they're working on Long Halloween.
That might be good. That was actually a good comic.
I've got that. Yes.
That was a good comic.
Especially if it's based on Tim Sale's artwork.
Oh, it would be so great to see the animation look like. Because remember, they did Batman Year One. They made it look like the David Mazzucchelli art.
Yeah.
And I've never been the biggest fan of Miller's Dark Knight Returns per se, but that was cool how they made it look like the comic, the two-parter that they did on animated, straight to DVD.
Yeah.
They've ruined those things for me. I used to love the straight-to-DVD animated films, but I don't like them now, but they did a lot of great ones before.
Assault on Arkham wasn't bad.
I liked Batman Under the Red Hood.
Yeah.
Which I thought was great. And they've got Batman Death in the Family coming out. That's sort of like you can choose your own ending interactive thing. Did that come out yet, or is it coming out?
I think it came out because I've seen a couple of people with their copies, so I suggest that would be a good watch party, Loki, because you can have the chat choose what the next outcome is.
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
Like that. We could do something like that. Yeah,
it's like choose your own adventure, but you're doing it with the chat. So it's choose your own adventure watch party.
We would all have to own it, though. We couldn't broadcast it. We'd all have to own it.
No, yeah, we could do that. But what you also could do is you take a poll every time a choice comes up. Then you say, "Chat, what do we do? Do we save Tim Drake or do we let him die?"
I voted for him to die the first time. A couple times I voted. And I sold that comic in my shop. I told everyone, please vote that little punk dead. Yeah, it was a 976 number. Remember those?
Oh yes.
5 cents to call and kill the annoying Jason Todd.
This is fun, Loki. I had fun tonight. I thank you for that.
Like, yeah, thank you guys so very much. I had a lot of fun. I love talking Green Lantern. I don't know much about the modern Green Lantern, but I know about older Hal Jordan. I stopped reading Green Lantern around the time John Stewart became a Lantern. So,
yeah, I mean, in the '80s when he took over the first time, yeah, for a while.
But I always loved Hal, and I like the core. I don't like the what the hell are they called? Clobberin, the alien guys that run the core.
The Watchers.
The Watchers.
The Guardians.
The Guardians. Yes, the Guardians. I don't always like the Guardians, but I love the core. Guys, thank you for being here. Thank you, Purple Valkyrie, Clobberin Times, Fat Steven, Mexican Duck Lantern. Yeah, whatever. And a Dega Outlaw.
Thank you. And thank you for the awesome intro.
Yeah.
Always my pleasure. Thank you guys for helping me with that. Absolutely. I absolutely love getting to do that. Absolutely love getting to do it. So, guys, we're going to hit you with them Kratos on the way out. Everyone have a great day. Stay safe out there, guys. This shit is going to be crazy tonight. Stay safe.
Don't forget to whistle.
Yeah, don't forget to whistle because you know that new talk to your dogs, have them spayed or neutered. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.